like,
so that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's better. It's
somebody
better.
trying to sit me down and talk to me about credit at 16, 17 years old. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's who fault it's gonna be then. Because at the end of the day, you gotta understand
But
this is
that's what
life
I'm
we gotta
making
live.
my point.
What,
Like,
what point are you making?
my
Because
point is, if it don't matter if you know it or not, it's when you do know it, that's when you're supposed to use it. That's my point.
because it does matter. You wanna know why? Because if you don't, if you say it does matter, bro. Because if you go out in this world at 18 and make dumb mistakes, you gonna set yourself back trying to make up for what you did when you was younger. That's just life, bro. You can't.
Right. It's life, bro. Yeah,
No, it's life. But if you know the information, I'm pretty sure you'll do better.
man, I mean, niggas I know they ain't supposed to do certain
That's
shit.
your nigga. I don't. Everybody as your niggas that know.
No, I'm not saying, I didn't say my niggas. I said, do you know how many niggas that out here that know that they're not supposed to do certain shit and they still do it? So that, like, what
That's
I mean,
we not. I'm not talking about. And I'm not even speaking on them. And this ain't even about them. This is just about speaking to a new. Like this is about teaching a new generation. So
bro,
it's like,
look, listen. I'm gonna tell you, it don't matter how much you try to teach young people. If they don't give a damn about it, they're not going to learn it until it crosses their table.
yeah, but you got it. That don't mean you give up and you don't start feeding it.
So you don't, you might run across a young nigga that actually care about credit. But what I'm saying right now is,
Even if you don't, you like, how much shit that if I didn't have the people like my coach Lewis, like Coach Rollo, if I didn't have certain people around me that didn't give up on me, I don't know where I'd be. And they repeatedly said certain shit to me that, yes, when I finally clicked and got it, I remembered it. But if they didn't stay up on me and have me like even giving me the information, I don't know if I heard this shit from somebody else, how I would have took it. I rather got it from them or get it from them or get it earlier than get something late and have the opportunity. Like if I knew the shit that I would have got, like if I knew about college, about all the student loans and how that shit would affect me, I probably wouldn't have went to college. But I didn't even have, that wasn't the mindset. It was always go to college. So I can't say what I would have thought or what my mindset would have been if somebody would have been on me about certain things or what I taught. Just like now, when I'm on my kids about certain things, I've been teaching them about certain things. So now they ask. Even when I hit you, I was like, my daughter, I ain't gonna lie. When I was my kids' age, bro, I didn't care about 9/11. I didn't care about wars. I didn't care about none of that shit. But my daughter to call me and ask me about World War III, that kind of meant something to me. Because you actually are paying attention a lot more than I was. You feel me? So I feel like if you do start it off young, it will catch on faster than if you try to catch them when they're at your older age.
this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you are young and you don't give a damn about it, you're not gonna catch on. It don't matter how much somebody try to put it in your head, you're not gonna give a damn until it's looking you in your face. And
I agree with that, boy. I ain't disagree.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like, it don't matter how much you can sit there till you blow in your face and be like, "Hey, son, I want you to box." And he like, "Man, I don't want to fucking box. I want to play basketball." You can keep telling him, "Nah, man, you need to box. You need to box. I think you're good at it." I think if he don't,
I gotta
he ain't gonna do
you got some parents that force their kids to do certain things. Joe Jackson forced Michael to sing after a while when he wanted to quit. He ain't let them quit. Serena, pretty sure
that's not necessarily true though.
That he didn't let them quit?
No, that's you saying he forced them to sing. He didn't force them to do anything. Michael had older brothers. He wanted to do what his older brothers.
No. I'm saying when he wanted to quit, he wouldn't let them quit. Is the point I'm saying.
If you want to quit, don't mean that you probably, hell, you know how many times I wanted to quit playing football or quit doing something. Yeah, that don't mean that I didn't want to do it anymore. I just wanted to quit at that time. What I'm saying is, if you try to force somebody into something that they don't care about, it's gonna be some resentment there. It's just what it is.
I mean, I agree to disagree with that, bro. Because I don't resent people that stayed on me.
Window, bro. I'm not talking about something I don't know. This is
I don't.
this is
I
a
can't
fact.
agree, man. Because I can't agree because I don't resent none of the people that stayed on top of me. Is what I'm telling you.
Did you want to do it or not? That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to do it, it don't matter if you wanted to quit.
Let me tell you something. All right, because you always bringing this shit out of me. Sometimes, bro, you could want to do something, but your environment that you're in, you're running away from the person that you could always be. People might see something in you, but you're running away from that person because you don't see yourself becoming that person. You get where I'm going? You understand me,
No, you gotta elaborate with me because I'm lost.
bro? You trying to make it seem like it could be resentment, and so you're gonna resent somebody if they're trying to stay on top of you about some shit. I don't think Serena and Venus resent their father for staying on top of them on playing.
Bro, they wanted to play tennis though. It ain't like they
It
did.
gets to a point, okay, but you get tired. People quit. It's some people like Floyd. Floyd didn't want to box for a certain period of time. Like it's just certain times when your parents take you to a league. Roy said it too. Like you resent your parents for staying on top of you for being too hard on you for certain shit. But when you actually have somebody that actually care about you and take the time just to throw you game or throw you being on top of somebody or telling them about credit ain't being on top of them, bro. That's giving out game and knowledge, what you speak on all the time about what we should do with the younger youth.
What I'm saying is
So
if
I'm lost
you are
on.
trying to tell somebody something that they have no idea, they don't give two fucks about, that it's not in their world at this moment in time, they're not gonna care at the
Yeah,
time.
because they don't have to handle that situation at that moment in time. They don't have to deal with credit and stuff. But when they get 18, they do have to deal with it. Like
No,
my mom
you
got credit.
don't. If you go to college, you ain't gotta deal with no damn credit.
You setting them up for bad. Good credit,
I'm
bad credit is
not saying you
better
set
than good.
somebody up.
Bad credit is better than no credit.
What I'm saying is you are you're not forcing some you're not forcing shit down somebody's throat. When somebody this why you don't bother
That's
people.
not forcing somebody, bro.
It is you just trying to throw like, baby, I'm dropping game on you. If they not listening, they don't care. So it's you just
That
wasting
don't
your
mean you
breath.
give up and you just stop.
Man, you wasting your breath. When they decide to come around and talk to you about, oh damn, hey, I need a credit card. All right, now let's pick it up this information because now
But that
you
might be you though, bro. Like everybody has their own
it's
situation, dog. Like
everybody,
everybody
bro.
can't do everything.
If you do not care about what is currently happening right then and there, somebody can be trying to talk to you about anything. If you don't give a damn about it, it it's gonna go in one ear and out the other until you're facing it, until it's right there in your face.
But that don't mean you. But that don't mean you get up telling them or you stop, bro. No, that might be how you feel, and that might be how you handle things. But I don't believe that's how you do things
That is
because
how I do things. I ain't finna keep talking to a motherfucker that don't care about what I'm saying.
well, everybody have a different person, bro. Purpose, bro.
I mean, you can keep doing it, but when they come around and, hey, shit, what's this about? Then you give them the information.
What up, Nate? I see you, bro.
You don't need to you don't need to goddamn keep trying to force something down. That's like the old man sitting on the corner, like, hey man, we gotta stop killing each other. Da, da, da. The niggas in the street don't want to hear that shit. They don't care until they get to a point like, damn, I got kids out here, but let me, hey man, how you do X, Y, and Z? It's just what it is, bro. Simple mathematics.
When you watch the movie Malcolm,
They gonna
when you watch the movie Malcolm X, that dude that saved Malcolm X in prison, did he stop when Malcolm didn't want to hear none of the shit he was talking about?
bro.
I'm asking a question.
First of all, let's. I don't even want to get into that shit because we don't even know if none of that shit is true. Now you can do your research on uh, uh, Alex Haley and
I'm just asking a
we
question. I don't care if
don't
it's
know we don't know if Malcolm X was taking it like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we can't even reference that. That's just something in a movie. We don't know if that was his real ideology at the time because he didn't tell us that's what happened. And the man that wrote the book is a thief. It's been proven in court. So,
bro.
just saying, brother. The man who wrote the book is a thief.
That's fine and dandy. I just don't feel like you give up on people just because they don't hear you.
And yeah, I ain't say give up on them. I said just stop talking to them because it ain't no reason to talk to them about some shit that they don't care
Ain't
about.
you the same person that always telling me that I give up on people or I paralyze people too fast? So like, what are you saying? Like, you just saying? So you just say
What the
if
hell
they
did I do
if
with
they
you?
don't want to hear it, if they don't want to hear none of the shit you saying, like, and I could get what you're saying. It's certain shit, certain situations, certain categories that when you talking to somebody, they might not want to hear. But I just don't feel like if I'm talking about if I'm giving game to my younger kids at a younger age, I feel like you could get the youth younger is what I'm saying. If you know if you teaching them at a younger age than when you trying to teach them at an older age, bro. And you just said you don't older cat on the street be talking to the young heads on the block. Them niggas are older. They gone by now. Their mindset is set. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you started at a young age. These could be your kids, and you're teaching them about credit. Shit, if I'm teaching them about real estate, that's gonna be a different. They're gonna when they get older, their mindset gonna be different on how they look at shit and how they go into life.
Bro, try to talk to a kid about some shit that they don't care about and see what happens.
I got three of them. I talk to them every day, fam.
And if they don't care, that shit gonna go in one ear and out the other.
I mean, if that's how you feel, I had to deal with them.
Telling you what's these are
Nah,
facts, how I feel.
that's
I'm
your,
telling you
you,
what happens.
you deal with kids at the gym. I deal with these little niggas every day. If
I
they don't
do
want to hear
kids.
something, that don't. I'm
Look,
not gonna stop telling them.
listen, bro. I've been dealing with kids, working with kids
You're dealing
forever. I'm telling you, bro. This
exactly, but you talking okay, but you talking exactly. You've been dealing with kids, and I have too. Since I've been out the womb, mama had a daycare. All I seen is kids. All I've been around is kids. All I so you're not saying nothing new to nobody. Like I'm trying. Like what I'm saying is this, bro. Every kid is different too. Like you said, every kid is gonna catch on different. Let me ask you this then.
if they want to hear it, if they want to hear it, then yeah, you can give them the information. But if they don't want to hear it, bro, you wasting your time.
I don't
Until
feel like you're wasting your time, dog.
you wasting your time, man.
I don't feel like everybody got their own purpose of life, bro. Sometimes the message, even if they don't hear the message right then and there, bro, it don't mean that it won't click. It might, like you said, click when they wanted to click. But if they never heard the fucking message at the beginning, and if they didn't hear it, I'd rather them hear it at the beginning than hear something later on in their later like when they get older. Like when you say you was 20, 23 when you figured find it out. I'd rather them learn it at 13 or 14. That's just my opinion. They might not take grab to it. I don't expect them to take grab to it. They wouldn't understand it right here, then and there, because they don't have to deal with them problems right now. But I don't want to set them off and put them in this world and then be trying to throw all this shit on them back right then and there. And then it's like, damn, why you didn't prepare me for this? This is what you're supposed to be preparing me for. Life. How to be an adult. I mean, how to get ready to be an adult. So if I'm not telling you about credit, if I'm not telling you about like you were just talking about what you want to do, bro. You want to get your own land and build your own house on it. And I didn't learn that shit until I was in my 30s, bro. That's something I would have loved to learn. I would have loved to learn. I probably might not would have listened, but a lot of shit that I heard back then when I was younger, I remember.